Hello dear students and teachers, welcome back to my channel. So it is a very important video series because DDPA office from Udupi has released 5 practice or preparatory papers. I will be solving all the 5 papers, which is very important. I have analyzed all the question papers. It contains standard questions which will be very important for your exam. If you solve and learn 5 question papers, that is, you will be learning 200 questions in total. I am sure that if you learn all these questions, definitely you can score good marks in your exam. Do watch this video completely and upcoming videos of this preparatory papers. 4 choices will be given for each of the questions or incomplete statements. What you need to do is solve and choose the correct answer and share the answer sheet or OMR sheet given to you with blue or black ballpoint pen only. Now moving to first question, the pair of linear equations x equals 0 and y equals 0 has. Now x equals 0 and y equals 0, it's just intersection of x axis and y axis at the origin. That means it has only one solution, that is 0, 0. Therefore, the correct answer is one solution. Second question, one equation of a pair of dependent linear equation is x plus 2y equals 4. The second equation can be. The dependent pair of linear equation means the lines are coincident. The condition for coincident is a1 by a2 equals b1 by b2, which is equal to c1 by c2. Now, in the equation x plus 2y equals 4, a1 is 1, b1 is 2 and c1 is minus 4. We should find out the another equation such that the ratios are equal. The another equation is can be option C, because if you find out A2, B2 and C2, the ratios will be equal. That is, A1 by A2 will be equal to B1 by B2, which is equal to C1 by C2. If we take the ratio, we get 1 by 2, 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. Therefore, the correct answer is 2x plus 4y equals 8. Now moving to third question. For what value of k do the equation x plus 2y equals 4 and 3x plus ky equals 12 represent coincident line? Already we have conditions for coincident line, that is a1 by a2 equals b1 by b2, which is equal to c1 by c2. Now take the ratio a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. Substitute the values. a1 is 1, a2 is 3, b1 is 2, b2 is k. Now cross multiply. K times 1 is k and 3 times 2 is 6. Therefore, we get k equals 6. Therefore, the correct answer is option D, 6. Moving to question number 4. If the pair of linear equations a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals 0 has unique solution, then if the lines have unique solution, the condition is a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. That is, the lines are intersecting. For intersecting lines, the condition is a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. Now moving to next question. The solution of the pair of linear equations x plus y equals 5 and x minus y equals 1. Now solving by elimination method, x plus y equals 5, x minus y equals 1, plus y minus y we cancel out, x plus x, 2x equals 6, x equals 6 by 2 we get x equals 3. Substitute in any one of the equation we get 3 plus y equals 5. Y equals 5 minus 3 which is equal to 2. Therefore, the correct answer is x equals 3 and y equals 2. Now, the nth term of an arithmetic progression is an equals 4n plus 5. Then the third term is, now we need to find the third term, replace n by 3. Therefore, a3 equals 4 times 3 plus 5. 4 times 3 is 12 plus 5 we get 17. Therefore, A3 equals 17. Therefore, the correct answer is option D, 17. Seventh question. If 2, x, 14 are in arithmetic progression, then the value of x is the average of 2 and 14. That is, x equals 2 plus 14 by 2. We call that as arithmetic mean. X equals 16 by 2 we get 8. Therefore, the correct answer is option D, 8. Now, the eighth question, the sum of first 20 natural numbers is. The sum of natural numbers is given by the formula Sn equals n into n plus 1 by 2. We need to find the sum of 20 terms. Therefore, S20 equals 20 into 20 plus 1, 21 by 2. 2 ones are 2 tens are 10 times 21 is 210. Therefore, the correct answer is option B, 210. Now moving to ninth question. What is the common difference of an AP in which A24 minus A17 equals minus 28? Now, the 24th term can be written as A plus 23D. In the same way, a 17th term can be written as a plus 16d, which is equal to minus 28. Now, a plus 23d as it is, multiply minus and plus into minus minus, plus into minus minus, we get minus a minus 16d equals minus 28. Now, plus a minus a will cancel out. 23d minus 16d we get 7d which is equal to minus 20. D equals minus 28 divided by 7 we get minus 4. D equals minus 4. Therefore, the correct answer is option C, minus 4. 10th question. The roots of the quadratic equation x minus 4 and 2x minus 1 equals 0 are. Just equate each term to 0. X minus 4 equals 0. Shift minus 4 to RHS, we get x equals 4. 2x equals minus 1 to RHS, we get plus 1. X equals 1 by 2. The correct answer is 4 and 1 by 2. The correct answer is option A, 1 by 2 and 4. 11th question. The sum of the squares of consecutive natural numbers is 13. The quadratic equation of this statement is, let the two consecutive numbers, natural numbers be x and x plus 1. Now the condition is the sum of the squares is 13. Therefore, x square plus x plus 1 whole square equals 13. X square as it is. Now apply a plus b whole square formula, we get a square plus 2ab plus b square, that is x square, plus 2 times x into 1 we get 2x plus 1 square is 1, which is equal to 13. Now x square plus x square we get 2x square plus 2x as it is. Now shift plus 13 to LHS, we get minus 13. 1 minus 13 is minus 12, which is equal to 0. We have a common factor 2. Divide each term by 2, we get x square plus x minus 6 equals 0. Therefore, the correct answer is option C, x square plus x minus 6 equals 0. Students, if we consider consecutive even numbers, it will be x into x plus 2. In the same way, for odd numbers, it is x comma x plus 2. In case of natural number, it is x comma x plus 1. Now, we will move to the question number 12. The standard form of a quadratic equation is, ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. The important condition is a should not be equal to 0. Therefore, the correct answer is option C, ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. 13th question. The determinant of the quadratic equation 3x square minus 5x plus 2 equals 0. Determinant of a quadratic equation is given by delta equals b square minus 4ac. Now find out the value of a, b and c. A equals 3, b equals minus 5 and c equals 2. Now substitute delta equals minus 5 whole square minus 4 times a value is 3, c value is 2. We get minus 5 whole square, we get plus 25 minus 4 times 3 is 12. 12 2 is 24. Delta equals 25 minus 24 is 1. Therefore, the value of discriminant is 1. Therefore, the correct answer is option A, 1. Now moving to 14th question. If 13 sin theta equals 12, then the value of cosecant theta is, now sin theta equals 12 divided by 13. Sin theta can be written as 12 divided by 13. Cosecant theta is nothing but it is a reciprocal of sin theta. Therefore, reciprocal value of sin theta is cosecant theta. Sin theta value is 12 by 13. Therefore, cosecant theta is just reciprocal it. We get 13 divided by 12. 15th question. Value of 1 minus tan square 45 degree divided by 1 plus tan square 45 degree. We know that tan 45 value is 1. Substitute in the equation 1 minus 1 square divided by 1 plus 1 square. We get 1 minus 1 square is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0 divided by 1 square is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. 0 divided by 2 is 0. Therefore, the correct answer is option D, 0. Now, moving to next question. Value of cos 48 degree minus sin 42 degrees. We know the complementary relation between sin theta and cos theta, that is sin of 90 minus theta is cos theta or cos of 90 minus theta is sin theta. In the same way, cos 48 degree as it is, now converting sin in terms of cos, that is sin 42 can be written as sin 90 minus 48. 42 can be written as 90 minus 48. Therefore, sin of 90 minus theta is cos theta. Sin of 90 minus 48 is cos 48. Now, plus cos 48 minus cos 48 degree will cancel out. We get 0. Therefore, the correct answer is option B, 0. Now, moving to next question. 10 secant square A minus 10 tan square A is equal to, we know the identity 1 plus tan square theta equals secant square theta, or 1 plus tan square A equals secant square A. Now substitute a value secant square A as 1 plus tan square A. Now 10 times secant square A written as 1 plus tan square A minus 10 tan square A. Now multiply 10 times 1 is 10, 10 times tan square is 10 tan square A, remaining term minus tan square A as it is, minus 10 tan square A. Now we get plus 10 tan square A minus 10 tan square A will cancel out, we get answer 10. Therefore, the correct answer is option C, 10. 18th question. The shadow of a tower is equal to its height, then the sun's altitude is. Therefore, let h be the height, s be the shadow. We need to find out angle theta. Therefore, tan theta equals opposite by adjacent. Opposite is h, adjacent is s. Therefore, we know that height is equal to the length of height is equal to length of shadow. Therefore, it will cancel out. We get tan theta equals 1. 1 can be written as tan 45 degree. Therefore, the value of theta is 45 degree. Therefore, the correct answer is option B, 45 degree. 19th question. The distance of a point P of 3, 4 from y-axis is. Students, the distance of a point from y-axis is its x-coordinate. The distance of a point from x-axis will be its y-coordinate. Therefore, here the x-coordinate is 3, y-coordinate is 4. Therefore, the distance of a point from y-axis will be its x-coordinate. X-coordinate is 3. Therefore, the correct answer is 3 units. The correct answer is 3 units. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Now moving to next question. The distance between the origin and the coordinate of a point x, y is very simple and direct question. The distance between the origin and the point is given by the formula d equals square root of x square plus y square. Therefore, the correct answer is option D. Now moving to question number 21. If P is the midpoint of a line segment joining 1, 4 and 3, 6, then the coordinates of P is, taking x1, y1 as 1, 4 and x2 as 3, 6. The midpoint formula P of x, y equals x1 plus x2 by 2 and y2 plus y1 by 2. We get, just add x1 plus x2, we get 1 plus 3, that is 4 divided by 2, we get 2. Therefore, 4 plus 6 is 10, 10 divided by 2 is 5. Therefore, we get 2, 5. The coordinates of P is 2, 5. Therefore, the correct answer is option C, 2, 5. Now, moving to question number 20. If the points 0, 0 and a, b and 0, b are collinear, taking x1, y1 as 0, 0, x2, y2 as a, 0 and x3, y3 as 0, b. If the points are collinear, that means the area of triangle will be equal to 0. Area of triangle equal to 0. We know the area of triangle half into x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2. Now substitute the values of x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y2. Now x1 is 0. That means no need to consider this term. Whole term will become 0. Now x2 is a and y2 is b. Substituting it. Now y1 is 0 plus x2, x3 is 0. Now we get a times b minus 0 equals 0. Therefore, a into b equals 0. Therefore, the correct answer is option C, ab equals 0. The empirical relation between the three measures of central tendency is, the correct answer is 3 median equals mode plus 2 mean. Now, moving to next question. The median of the score are, just check whether the data is in ascending or descending order. Now eliminate first term and last term and proceed it, and the remaining terms are 14 and 16. If it is even number, it is the average of middle two numbers, that is 14 plus 16 by 2, that is 30 by 2 is 15. Therefore, correct answer is option C, 15. Question number 25. The modal class in the following frequency distribution is. Now you need to check for the frequency column which has highest frequency. Therefore, the highest frequency is 6 Therefore, corresponding class interval is 25 to 35. It becomes the model class. The highest frequency corresponding class interval is the model class, that is 25 to 35. Now moving to question number 26. D and E are the midpoints of side AB and AC of a triangle ABC respectively, and BC equals 6 cm. If D is parallel to BC, then the length of DE is. Using the concept of Thales theorem, that is D and E are the midpoints, that means they are divided in equal ratio. Now, by using the concept of Thales theorem, we can write AD by AB equals AE by AC. In triangle ADE and ABC, AD by AB is equal to AE by AC, which is equal to DE by BC. Corresponding sides will be in proportion. Now, consider the ratio. Since they have given D and D are midpoints, the ratio will be 1:2. Therefore, DE as it is, the value of BC is 6 cm. Now, DE equals 1 times BC, that is the length BC is 6 divided by 2. We get DE as 3 cm. The length DE is 3 cm. Be careful when you are solving these kind of questions. Question number 27. The diagonals of a rhombus are 16 cm and 12 cm in length. The side of the rhombus. Consider rhombus, the diagonals of length what? 16 cm and 12 cm. Now they bisect each other. Therefore, divide both the diagonals by 2. We get 8 cm and 6 cm. Now by using Pythagoras theorem, we can easily find out the side of rhombus, that is a square equals 8 square plus 6 square. Therefore, a square equals 8 square is 64 plus 6 square is 36. A square equals 64 plus 36 is 100. A square equals 100. A equals square root of 100. We get A equals 10 cm. Therefore, the correct answer is option C, 10 cm. Now question number 28. Corresponding sides of two similar triangles are in the ratio 2:3. If the area of smaller triangle is 48 square centimeter, then the area of larger triangle is area of triangle 1 divided by area of triangle 2, which will be equal to square of the corresponding sides, that is 2 by 3 whole square. Triangle 1 is smaller triangle, triangle 2 is bigger triangle. Therefore, given area of smaller triangle is 48 divided by area of triangle 2 as x, which is equal to 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9. Now x equals cross multiply 48 into 9 divided by 4. We get x equals 48 divided by 4 is 12. 12 times 9 is 108. Therefore, the correct answer is option D, 108 square centimeter. The area of larger triangle is 108 square centimeter. Question number 29. If triangles ABC and DEF are similar, AB equals 4 centimeter, DE equals 6 centimeter, EF equals 9 centimeter, and FD equals 12 centimeter, the perimeter of triangle ABC. What is perimeter? Sum of sides, that is ABC and DEF. Given AB as 4 centimeter, DE as 6 centimeter, EF as 9 centimeter, and FD as 12 centimeter. Now write down DE is 6, EF is 9, and FD is 12. Now these two triangles are similar, therefore the corresponding sides will be in same proportion. To find out AC and BC, now find out the ratio AB by D, that is AB by D is 4 by 6 we get, which is equal to 2 by 3. Now BC equals 2 by 3 times EF. 3 ones are 3 threes are 3 twos are 6. In the same way, AC is 2 by 3rd times 12. We get 3 times 4 is 12, 2 fours are 8. Therefore, add 4 plus 6 plus 8, that is sum of sides will give you the perimeter. Therefore, we get 2. 4 plus 6 plus 8, we get 18 centimeter. Therefore, perimeter of triangle ABC is 18 centimeter. Question number 30. The height of an equilateral triangle of side 5 centimeter is. Equilateral triangle means all the sides will be of same length, that is 5, 5 and 5. Now we need to find out the height. Divide 5 by 2, we get 2.5. In right angle triangle, we get 5 square equals x square, that is height 2.5 whole square. X square equals 5 square minus 2.5 square, that is 5 square is 25, 2.5 square is 6.25. X square equals 25 minus 6.25, we get x square equals 18.75. Now x equals square root of 18.75. The nearest square root to 18 is 4. So approximately the length will be equal to 4.33 centimeter. The nearest to 18 is 4. Therefore, more than the square root more than 4 is 4.33. Therefore, the correct answer is option A, 4.33. Otherwise, you can find out by long division method. Moving to next question. Maximum number of tangents drawn to a circle from an external point. Many times this question has been repeated. 2 tangents can be drawn from an external point to a circle. Therefore, the correct answer is option B, 2. Now moving to next question. A line which intersects a circle at 2 points is called as secant. Therefore, the correct answer is option C, secant. A line which intersects the circle at 2 points is called as secant. Now, in figure, TP and TQ are tangent to a circle with center O. POQ equals 110 degree. We need to find out PTQ. POQ plus PTQ is equal to 180 degree. Now, angle PTQ will be equal to 180 degree minus POQ, that is 110 degree. Now, PTQ equals 180 minus 110, we get 70 degree. Therefore, the correct answer is option B, 70 degree. Now moving to next question. To divide a line segment AB in the ratio 3:4, first ray AX is drawn so that angle BAX is an acute angle. Then at equal distant points are marked on the ray AX such that minimum number of points will be. The minimum number of points or the arcs to be cut is equal to sum of the ratio, that is 3 plus 4 is 7. Therefore, the correct answer is option C, 7. 3 plus 4, which is equal to 7. Therefore, the correct answer is option C, 7. The minimum number of points is 7. Question number 35. To draw a pair of tangents to a circle which are inclined to each other at an angle 60 degree, it is required to draw tangents at the end points of those two radii of the circle. The angle between them should be angle between the tangents, and angle between the radii will be equal to supplementary. Therefore, 180 minus 60 degree, we get 120 degree. Therefore, the angle between the radii is 120 degree. Option D. Now moving to question number 36. The formula to find out TS of cylinder is 2 pi r plus h. Direct question. Question number 37. The volume of two cubes are in the ratio 64:125. The ratio of their total surface area is. The volume of cube is given by a cube. That is, now we get volume of cube 1 divided by volume of cube 2 is equal to a cube by b cube. Now, cube root of 64 divided by 125, we get 4 divided by 5. The ratio of their sides are in the ratio 4:5. Now the ratio of the total surface area is 6a square by 6b square. A and b are the corresponding sides. 6 and 6 will cancel out. Now a by b whole square, that is 4 square is 16 and 5 square is 25. Therefore the correct answer is 16:25. Write down all the steps and understand these questions can be asked in your exam. Therefore the correct answer is option A. Question number 38. A wooden article is made by scooping out hemisphere from each end of solid cylinder. The total surface area of article is, that is CSA of cylinder and CSA of hemispheres, that is CSA of cylinder is 2 pi RH, CSA of hemisphere is 2 pi r square. Now add everything, you get the total surface area of this article 2 pi RH plus 4 pi r square. Therefore the correct answer is option A. Now moving to question number 39. If the volume of a cone is 72 centimeter cube, then volume of cylinder with same base and height are equal to. Students, volume of cylinder will be equal to 3 times the volume of cone. Therefore volume of cylinder equals 3 times volume of cone given as 72. 3 times 72 we get 216. Therefore the correct answer is option D, 216 centimeter cube. Now question number 40. Surface area of a sphere of radius 7 centimeter is. Surface area of sphere is given by the formula 4 pi r square. 4 into pi value is 22 by 7. Radius is 7 into 7. 7 and 7 will cancel out. 4 into 22 is 154. 154 into 7 we get 616 centimeter square. Therefore the correct answer is 616 centimeter square. Students, hopefully you have understood all these 40 questions. Do check again and understand the problem completely and the concept. Similar questions will be asked. Thank you for watching the video. Do subscribe the channel.